Hi, I'm Marco. This is Logan. And that's Kaya. And it's Fan Friday.
Alright, well apparently Memphis is either excited for Fan Friday or she just wants to be upside down on the couch. Was that better? Say, it's Fan Friday! What do you think, Shelby? What do you think, Oakley? Fan Friday. First question! Princess Bella says, can you do a supply video? I'm getting a new puppy and I want to get everything I need. That's actually a really good idea. I might have to write that down and eventually do a welcoming a new dog to your home video. It's pretty much all the same things you need for puppies you need for any rescue dogs too. What do you think, Shelby? Should we do that? I think so. There's Memphis. Stepson from Instagram says, can you please give me some tips on protecting Huskies' paws? Sometimes after taking my dogs on a long icy walk in the parks or just on the streets during winter, my Husky bleeds between her toenails and stuff. I heard there is something you can put on their paws, but not sure how it works. What is that, Oakley? What is that? This is what you can use to protect their paws. I will have a link down in the video description to where you can buy this. It is called Musher's Secret. What is that, huh? What is that, Memphis? What? You know what this is, don't you? You're like, but we're not going on the BIKE. Let me open it up. This is what it looks like when you open it up. Kind of reminds me of Vaseline. It has a, don't lick it. It has a minty, kind of a minty smell to it. Want to smell? Want to smell? And what I do is I basically will just pick up the dog's foot, set it right in here, and twist it. Or you can wipe it on your hands and then wipe it on their paws, whatever's easier. I use this the most with Shelby because she's the one that bikes with me the most. But this will protect them from the pavement. It'll help protect their feet from the pavement. It'll protect their feet from salt burns in the wintertime, which is probably what's causing your dog's feet to bleed, is actually the salt that gets put out to make the ice melt. What? You haven't got to use this stuff yet, have you? Not yet. Not yet. You'll have to learn. But it works really good. It's called Musher's Secret, and this is what we use. Hey, Oakley. Kenzie from Instagram says, do you guys go to the dog park regularly? Or do you just let you and your dogs play and socialize together? We used to take Shiloh and Shelby to the dog park, and... Sorry, Shelby. We had an indoor one here in town. There goes your ball. And they got to play with other dogs, but it has closed. It's not open anymore. What are you doing with your back to me, Vanilla Twist? Look at your little Vanilla Twist. I know, look at you. But yeah, we used to take Shiloh and Shelby there so they could socialize with other dogs. But now, pretty much, we just have our friends bring their dogs over here every once in a while. I mean, having the 3 dogs, they do really well socializing with each other. And Bandit and Silver have come over to play, and then my moms have brought their dogs over to play. And hopefully once all the ice in the yard is gone, they'll bring their dogs back over again. Our friend Cabe brought Millie over. Hopefully this year he'll be able to bring Millie and Sasha and Torque over to play. So yeah, pretty much we just socialize at home. We don't have a dog park here in our town, like an outdoor one. So if we did have one, yeah, we probably would take them. Because we used to have a lot of fun at the one we went to. Ziva Lover says, I've asked this question 4 times. I have 2 Huskies and a Doberman and they fight a lot. Help me, please help me. Well, for one, this is a very broad question. Your dogs are fighting. That's all I really know. You have 2 Huskies and a Doberman and they fight all the time. There's not really a whole lot I can do. I'm not a dog trainer and I don't see your dogs, you know, like personally. So there's not much I can do. If your dogs are fighting and you can't get them to stop, contact a professional trainer. A trainer will be able to help you and help your dog so that you'll hopefully have a happy, balanced home. The only things I can really say is, are all your dogs fixed? Because sometimes that matters. Other than that, there's not a whole lot I can tell you. Husky and Me says, I know Huskies are supposed to love the cold weather, but my Husky puppy loves to quote-unquote sunbathe next to the pool. We live in South Florida. Is this normal and should I let him do this? You're perfectly fine to let your Husky sunbathe. Shiloh used to love laying in the sun. If the sun was coming in through the window, she'd lay in it. If she was out in the yard, she'd sprawl right out in the grass and lay in the sun. I've actually caught Memphis doing it a few times when the sun's been coming in the big window here. It's perfectly normal. You know, yeah, they're built for the cold, but just like people, that doesn't mean that they have to be out in the cold all the time. They can be... What are you doing? Sometimes they enjoy being warm too. Memphis last night was snuggled up under blankets, and I mean, you see how fluffy she is, and she enjoyed being under the blankets. So sometimes they do like to be warm too. You crazy girls. You're crazy today. Caitlin says, my boyfriend and I are looking for a Husky and we're unsure whether we want to go for a rescue or to a breeder. What would you say are good rescues and breeders for Huskies? We've been looking online for a while and we don't know which breeders are good breeders and which breeders are backyard breeders. We did an entire video on backyard breeders. If you go to our channel page and just search backyard breeders, I'm sorry you licking the floor. We did a whole video on this that talks about what a backyard breeder is, and you can watch through that video and it'll really give you a lot of tips on what a backyard breeder is. Oh, there's some dogs walking by. That'll give you an idea of what you don't want in a breeder. Basically things you do want in a breeder, you want to be somebody that you're comfortable with. They should have spay and neuter contracts in place. You know, it's a long answer to that question. As for rescues, which ones are the best? There are a lot of awesome Husky rescues out there. My suggestion to you would be to find some near your home or some shelters that may have Huskies near your home and just go in there and talk to them and learn a little bit more about what they do, like if it's a shelter, find out if they're a no-kill shelter. I'm a big supporter of no-kill shelters. If they're a actual Husky rescue and they only do Huskies, most of the time they are more than willing to answer your questions. If you find a breeder or a rescue that is not willing to answer your questions, even if they may seem silly, like silly questions, if they're not willing to talk to you, they're not willing to communicate with you, don't pick them. That would be your first key. Like if you're sending emails and you're calling and nobody is responding and nobody wants to help you, then you need to look for somebody else. Those would be a few of the tips, the first things I would start off with. Melissa says, we have 2 Huskies and a Lab. Sometimes we have to travel and we can't take our pets with us. My question is, do you leave your Huskies behind to travel or go on vacation? And if so, what is your preferred care method? Do you hire a puppy sitter or do you take them to a pet resort, etc.? Well, the majority of time when we go on vacations, we do dog-friendly vacations. The dogs come with us. If it's a camping trip or if we're staying in a motel somewhere, we usually take the dogs with us. On shorter vacations, like if we're just going for a weekend, and like a couple weekends ago, we went over to a ski resort and spent one night. I have a family member, my sister, will actually come and spend the night here with the dogs and take care of them. A couple years ago, we went away for 3 days because we had a wedding to go to, and of course, the dogs couldn't go. We also went to Cedar Point, and dogs are not allowed on roller coasters for some odd reason. And we actually had a friend of ours that was coming over multiple times throughout the day, letting the dogs out, feeding the dogs, spending some time with them. But for the most part, they were pretty much here by themselves. I like doing that. I do have some friends around here that do boarding, and my biggest suggestion is it has to be something you're comfortable with. If you are not comfortable leaving them with a family member, don't do it. If you're going to be constantly worried something's going to be wrong, don't do it. If you're looking to have them boarded or stay at a resort, like a pet resort, go tour the place before you leave your pet there. We did board our dogs the one year, and that's exactly what I did. I went there and we toured the place, and we asked all kinds of questions. She showed us her fence system, her smoke alarm system, her burglar alarm system, her carbon monoxide system. She showed us everything and was more than willing to give us this big tour of her facility. You know, that way when we left the dogs there, we knew we were comfortable. Plus, we knew that they could play with each other out in the yard. You know, we made sure that was okay. So my biggest tip would be go to these places if you're going to take them somewhere. If you're going to use a dog sitter, ask lots of questions. That is the biggest thing in learning anything about where you're going to leave your dogs. If you don't have a family member that you trust or a good friend that you trust that can take care of your pets, usually you will have to board them. Just don't be afraid to ask questions. Angela says, do your girls fight amongst themselves? I guess if you call that fighting. Are your girls fighting or are you just playing? They sure look like they're fighting, don't they? They're actually just playing. They're not really fighting. So do they fight like full-on vicious, they're going to rip each other's faces off fight? No. Do they play rough and look like they're going to kill each other sometimes? Yeah. But they're really just playing. Get her, Memphis. Get her. Get her, Shelby. Get her. Hey, Oakley. You be the referee, okay? You gonna referee them? You just bark if they get too crazy, alright, big girl? Good job, Oakley. Good job. That's right. You better calm down. Oakley says so. We got some mail. We got some mail. We got an awesome letter from Dee. It's from Dee, Maya, Kaya, Bobo, Demon, Casper, and Cosmo. I hope I spelled all that right. And then these are all of her pets that are in heaven. It says, good luck from your fan D. And we got an amazing My Little Pony rendition of the girls. These are so cool. I love these. There's Shiloh. Don't lick it. There's Shelby. There's Oakley. And there's Happy Memphis. That is so cool. And then we got this from Shalman Portraits. I hope I say that right. You can look that up on Facebook. Check this out. Ready? Shelby, can you look at me? Look, Shelby, it's you! Check that out, you guys. Isn't that awesome? That is an awesome painting of Shelby. Don't chew on it and don't lick it. That is so cool. And she does custom work and commission work. So you guys will totally have to check her out on Facebook. So awesome. Thank you so much. And we got some drawings from Zoe. One of Baby Memphis. One of Jamie and I love it. You drew me with the spirit head. That's so cool. One of Crazy Shelby. And then one of Shiloh, Fur Angel Shiloh on the Rainbow Bridge. That's awesome. And then one of Fluffy Butt Oakley. What's up, Fluffy Butt Oakley? And then we got a letter with a drawing from Catherine. And we got a drawing from Alexa. And Alexa wants to know if the curtains were closed and the girls thought they saw something, what would they do? Oh, trust me, they're actually pretty good at moving those curtains when they are closed. And we got some awesome drawings of the girls from Sarah. Look out. There's one of Shelby. There's one of Shiloh. Another one of Shelby. One of Oakley. One of Memphis. And a letter. That's all we have for Fan Friday today, you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Crazy dogs are wrestling over there. Are they wrestling still? Did you get up to break them up? Look at them. They're over there being crazy. Get them. You tell them. Say, calm down, crazy girls. Alright. Thanks for watching, you guys. Don't forget Memphis's birthday. Oh, goodness. Memphis's birthday is next week. We are going to be doing a birthday video. You guys still have time if you want to send her a card or a drawing. You can mail it to the P.O. box listed down in the corner. Or if you have drawings you want to email to us, you can email them to us at ContactSnowDogs@gmail.com. Anything we receive before her birthday will go in her birthday video. You girls are nuts. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay positive, dream big, and we'll see you soon. Hey, girls. Can we say goodbye? Hey, can we say goodbye? Will you leave your sister alone for 5 seconds? Say bye.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's red in there.
We're pretty much all here.
Yeah.
We're pretty much all at.
Oh yeah. Alright, well I'm gonna check this too. I'm not quite myself. Yeah, it sounds like